Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Made It crew. I am so excited about today's video. As you all know, the Barbie movie is coming out really soon, and of course this has got me a little bit inspired with creating a Barbie themed flyer. If you are familiar with my channel, you know we did a Barbie box on Canva. So if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch that one. But Barbie is that girl. Everybody loves Barbie. And I wanted to do another design in Photoshop just to celebrate the Barbie movie, I guess. So if you are interested in this video, well, of course you are because you're here watching, but stay tuned. All right, so in our last video, if you haven't watched it, we went over how to set up your artboard. So I already have that set up. If you don't know how to do it, you can go back and watch that video. But for this video, I want to create a Barbie inspired flyer. So let's just get started. First thing I'm gonna do is add my background. And for the background, it's going to be pink, of course. It's going to be a lot of pink in this tutorial, okay? As you can already see, it's plenty of pink on the screen. But if you're not into pink, of course, you can change it to whatever color you want. Y'all, okay, go back. So what I want to do is fill this with a gradient. It's going to be a pink gradient. I did make this Barbie gradient, and I named it Barbie. But it's just a real simple gradient. 2 colors. These are the hex codes if you do want to use this for your design. And then the second color is I just moved the slider a little bit up and made a lighter color. And this is the hex code for that one, if you are interested in using those. All right, so this is going to be our background. I do want it to be radial instead of linear. So as you can see right now, it goes dark and then light, but I want it to be radial, which is this darker pink in the middle and then a lighter pink on the outside, but I want it to be flipped. So I'm going to click this button right here and it just automatically flips those colors. And now the lighter portion is in the middle and the darker is on the outside. And that's what we want. All right, so this element right here is just a zigzag. You can make your own zigzags in Photoshop, but I just went into Google and typed in zigzag and found this one here. For this video, I am going to create a folder where you can download these elements that I use for this design. The only thing that won't be included in that folder is the stock models. The link to her Etsy shop will be in the description, and you can grab those from there if you don't have your own pictures to practice with. Only thing is the outfit that she has on her stock photos is black. I did go in and change the outfit to these 2 pink shades. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, I do have a tutorial on my channel as well for that. And I am thinking about doing a more updated one because I did find another method of changing clothes and it's kind of easier than the one I showed before. So if you are interested in that, let me know in the comments. Anyway, I do want to change these lines to different shades of pink. So what I'm going to do is just come over here to my layers and click where it says zigzag to open up the layer style. If y'all saw me struggle in one of my other videos, our color overlay wouldn't work. I finally fixed it and I figured out what I did wrong. I wish I knew what video it was, but I can't remember at the moment. But under color overlay, mine was set to like one of these other things. Yeah, it was darken. The blend mode was set to darken. So anytime I tried to change the color, it wouldn't change. And I ended up figuring out what was wrong. And I was like, oh my gosh, I did it. But yeah, so when you are doing stuff and it's not working, oh, I could have just hit reset to default. But if you're having issues with stuff that usually works that doesn't work, just reset it. So all I'm gonna do is just color pick from the color palette that I have up here. This first one I'm gonna make a little bit different because of course it's the same color as everything else. Just move the slider up a little bit. It really doesn't matter what color it is because it's just like part of the background, just giving the background a little bit of detail. So for each one I'm going to do a different color and then I'm going to duplicate them. So I'm just going to go in and do the same thing to this one and do the lighter color and then one more and do that color. Okay, something I did forget to do. On my last video though, I did get a comment about how I don't show you all the keys that I'm using on the keyboard because I'm kind of getting used to using the keyboard shortcuts instead of looking for the tool on the screen to duplicate and things like that. So if you know how to do copy and paste on your keyboard, it's Control Copy, Control V, or I just click the element that I want and press the Alt button and then drag it and let it go and it duplicates. So thank you to the person that called that out. I didn't realize I was doing it. So these three are going to be part of the background. I'm going to group them together. Three are going to be part of the background and I'm going to group them together. I do also use a keyboard shortcut for this one, but you can group them together in Photoshop as well. So what you want to do is just select all of the elements that you want to group together. Come down here and there's a folder that will group them together for you. I use the keyboard shortcut. I am working on a Mac, but I do have Windows keyboards that I use also. So on a Windows computer, you're going to press Windows plus the G. And on Mac, I think it's Control G. It's Command G. And it'll group those elements together. So I already have them grouped together. And the only thing I'm going to do is just select the group, press the Alt button, and then slide down on my mouse. And that duplicates that whole group. And then I just want to get it spaced how I want it. And there we go. So what I can do is click both of them and group all of them together because I am going to change the opacity so that it's not so out there. It's just to add a little bit of detail to the flyer. All right. So next I'm going to add my, I'm going to go ahead and add my model. Like I said, the link to her Etsy shop will be in the description. And you can purchase these models. But again, the outfit that she originally has on is black. And I did go in and edit each one of these pictures to make them pink to fit the theme that we're going for. All right. So this one is not going to be too much in the front line of things. I'm going to cover her up like a doll, of course, with the plastic. I'm just going to stretch it out. I don't think I covered the whole flyer, but I could just move it up where I want. Yeah, because I didn't want her whole face to be covered. Okay. All right. So next, I'm just going to go ahead and add this one. And as you can see, it is cut off. We've talked about this in probably every video. Do not leave your photos like this on your designs. It looks a mess, okay? So we are going to cover this up with a few different elements. First thing, I did not create like a logo for this particular design, but I am just going to type in like a fake brand name, doll attire. So that's going to be one of the elements that we use to try to cover up the straight edge. So all I'm gonna do is press T on the keyboard and then type doll attire. Should I call it doll attire loungewear? Let's do that. Doll attire loungewear. Alright, and then I'm going to, of course, make all of these letters capital. And it's also not the main focus of the flyer. That's why it's so small. And I know I'm going to move it 100 times, so be prepared for that. Alright, and on my last Barbie video, I did have a subscriber comment and let me know that there was another website that has a more updated Barbie logo. Barbie font. So I went ahead and downloaded it, and I will leave the link to that in the description as well. So what I'm going to do is just type out Barbie and enter, and then go ahead and resize this one so y'all can see it. And the name of the font is Barbie. Oh, enter. So I'm just going to come over here and select Barbie. Of course, it's all capitalized, but we don't want that. So I'm going to come over here to these character elements and turn that off. It's so cute. I appreciate you so much for letting me know about this other font, because it does look better than the one that I used on that Barbie box tutorial. So thank you so much. All right, so for Barbie, we are kind of like, why are we all the way over here on the side? Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna add some effects to the Barbie font, and I'm just gonna double click on that layer. And one that I did want to do is a stroke. So the stroke automatically turns the color that I'm using on the background. This is because I've already done this a couple times. But if you want to change the color, it's just right down here. You can change the size. Wait, because what was it on? 29. Okay. You can change the size of the stroke. You can do as big as you want, as small as you want, whatever. But I have mine set at like 29. That's cute. It's perfect to me. You can change the opacity, blend mode. You can do whether you want it inside or outside. That looks a mess, so we're going to leave it at outside. I also want to do a drop shadow, and I think, nope, it's just light. It's not doing it. What's going on? Oh, there we go. There we go. So I had to turn the distance up some, just for it to do that. And then you can change the spread, how far out it goes, and of course the size. I do kind of want it like blurry. I don't know, I like, it depends on what I'm working on, but I like this type of blur as opposed to the more solid blur. And I also want to add like a bevel. I don't know if you saw it, but see how the letters kind of like pop out of that stroke. I love it. It's so cute. I didn't make any changes. Let's see what contour does first. Nope. I didn't make any changes to the bevel emboss. So if you want, you can use the numbers that I have to get that same exact effect. We have 74 on the depth. The size is 13. Direction is up. Smooth technique, outer bevel. Simple. All right. So we want this centered. It's going to be a lot on this flyer. So it's going to be a lot of kind of readjusting and moving things around. This can actually be smaller. Put this at the top. Y'all, it just started raining out of nowhere. I knew it was getting dark. Okay, so I'm going to put this at the top. So we're just going to leave that there for a minute because I don't like how it looks down here. Oh my gosh, now it's pouring down. Okay, anyways, center that, and then I'm going to copy this one, and it's going to be like Barbie collection, I guess, if I like it. If not, then it won't be there. And I kind of like it, but I'm probably not gonna like it once I add the other stuff. All right, so for now, I'm gonna leave that. If I decide to change it, then of course you'll see. Here, of course, we want to give the information, maybe like a date that the collection will drop, and of course your website. So what I'm gonna do is just grab the rectangle tool from over here on the menu and then just draw out a rectangle. And center it. And I think that's the size I want. Make sure they're both centered, and then I'm going to change the color. I don't know if I want these white or pink, but since we're like on the roll with the pink, I think I'm gonna do white, maybe. And I'm going to group these together because I want to add a drop shadow. As you can see, it just goes right back to the same options that we had on the last drop shadow. All you gotta do is go in and play with them and put them how you want them. Again, I kind of like, yeah, I like that one. Okay. And I really don't think I'm gonna leave this here, but we will see. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just copy this again and move it above that rectangle. And change it black for now. If I want to change the color later, then I will. And we're just going to type in our website. What's the name of our, oh, Doll Attire. I guess the whole brand can be loungewear. And we're going to make the text smaller. All right, so I'm going to select, well, maybe I can do it like this and just make sure it's centered. Nope, I like doing both together. So I'm going to select the box and the text and just make sure, I knew it was going to do that. Make sure everything is lined up correctly. There we go. And what in the world? All right, so I'm gonna lock this background layer so it doesn't move when I start dragging stuff. And I had an idea to put like this shelf and then put this last one on the shelf, but now I don't know. Let's see. And I really feel like she should be looking at this one instead of the other one. So let me flip this. I'm gonna go in and edit, transform, and then just flip horizontally. That just flips the model this way. See, I kind of want it. Let me see. Is it gonna work? That sucks. Okay, so I'm just gonna put her here because I want to do like a limited Barbie pink type of thing. The shelf still will be in the elements folder, even though I don't think I'm gonna use it. And just in case y'all figure out how to make it look cute, I'll still include it. And the shelf is just I typed in shelf on Canva, but then I added another one to make it kind of thicker, and then just saved it from there. Oh, I done put it in a group, so now it's got a drop shadow. But honestly, I like that. So I want to put limited edition, I think. The whole collection would probably be limited, but okay. So I'm not going to use this one either, but it will, it'll still, hello. Slow down, you better slow down. Why is that not moving? You know what? Just stay there. It'll still be in the thing in the folder. Or should I put this down here? I should have made a logo for this, to be honest, because that would have been really cute down here at the bottom. And I probably am going to make a logo just for this flyer. Anyway, so I want to do like the limited edition. You know how they put like the circle with the whatever. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is grab the ellipse tool and make a circle. It's not gonna be this big, but for the sake of y'all being able to see what I'm doing, it needs to be kind of big. All right, and then I'm going to come back over here to the text options, which is right here. I'm going to right click on the mouse, and then I'm gonna do, wait, no, that's not right. I thought I could, oh no, I'm thinking about Illustrator. Sorry y'all, disregard all of that. Hit the text tool, and then when you click, you see how it changed from the box to circle and then this wavy line. This is just where the text is gonna go. So the wavy line is the one that I want to use for this, and then I just typed in limited edition, and that way it'll be around the circle. And I'm going to grab like one of those little bullet points. So I just went into glyphs and double click, and it's gonna make that little circle, well, bullet point. All I'm gonna do is select all of this, copy it, and paste it a couple times, because I don't know what size I want it yet, so I just wanted to do that. Okay, so for the circle, you see that, hello, go back. You see that it is filled in. We don't want it to be filled in, so I'm going to select it. There we go. You just move the text right off the circle. And I wanted, let's see. Just a little small detail to be extra. And I want that little space part to be hidden behind her. So put it there. I hope y'all can see this, because it is kind of like pixelated the closer I go into that text. But I'm just going to move it behind her. Which, is this the group I put her in? I think so. Yep. And let's make it a tad bit bigger. And then I want to put like another little circle and put the name of this actual set. I'm going to grab the circle tool again. Okay, and with the circle, if you first click the tool and just go in with drawing, this is the type of circle that you're going to get. The width and height are going to be different. If you want to do a perfect circle, you're going to hold down shift while you draw your circle, and it'll make everything the same. All right, so now we have our other circle, and it's just going to go like right here somewhere. I think maybe I should have did inside pink, outside white. So I'm gonna leave it white and then just turn it up a little bit. I know I'm gonna have to play with it because I don't know what size I want it to be. Yeah, like that. And then I'm gonna add maybe that bevel effect to make the pink stand out a little more. Or is that too pink? There's so much pink. I don't know, whatever. All right, so I'm just gonna grab this, and this is not even, well, this is the font I always use, but that's not the font that I was going to use for this, but it's already there, so we're gonna leave it. And I'm gonna move this over here so you can see what I'm doing. And the font needs to be way smaller, so we're gonna do like 7. Yeah. Let's just call it the Barbie pink set. Or should it be the pink Corvette set? Now I kind of want it to be pink Corvette. All right. And you can't see that, so I'm gonna move it out here. As you can see, it's like too much space in between Does that say SRT? I know I did not get on his spelling stuff wrong and did. Okay, so let me fix that. All right, too much spacing. We want to get rid of that. We're going to come over here to character. See where it says 25.45. I'm going to make it like 10 and see what that does. And we still have plenty of space to move it. Let's do 5. I think that's good. And I'm just going to move it inside the circle. Yeah, I had to make sure I spelled Corvette right. Oh my goodness. Kind of like it bold. Alright, so this is pretty much our flyer. I want something right here, but I don't want it to be too much. Like, if that makes sense. I do like how this turned out though. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and delete this stuff that I'm not using. I honestly don't understand. There we go. I'm gonna get the color palette because I am gonna give y'all those hex codes. Oh wait, I kind of already did give you those hex codes, but I might include them on the screen or something. Alright, so this is our Barbie collection flyer for our doll attire loungewear brand. It's cute. So if you do decide if you do decide to create a Barbie inspired flyer, I would love to see it. DM me on Instagram, Evanimated, of course. And thank y'all for watching. I really hope this video was helpful, and I will see y'all in the next one.